Namaskar. This video is based on what we did yesterday as a short. Yesterday the video was that silence, solitude and space, silence, solitude and interval. These four things, they are disturbing to a person, and when they are disturbing, he moves out and just gets out of that, all these four factors. So the question has come up to explain it further, how, on what basis all this is said. So suppose if we have to, if I have to stand up, what do I do? Rather, if I have to keep standing, how do I stand? Do I, tie, what do you call, stick to my legs?
Make our muscles strong.
Make our muscles strong. So, when I want to keep standing, I make my muscles strong and not, I stand up, one person holds me and फिर उसके बाद में the other one ties sticks and all around me. No. It is an external support. I don't need it. Second, suppose if I want to say improve my intellectual capability, what do I do?
Focus more on our thoughts. We read books.
Books and all, so that the intellect and the mind, they get strong and they get equipped with the knowledge. And this knowledge will, each day, with each input, it will strengthen the mind. Now, we all work towards increasing the strength of our body, increasing the strength of our intellect and mind. And these are the two areas of focus that we have. But the result now is that we have a collection of individuals who are very, very weak, but having a very strong body and a very strong mind. It is something like a skinny person, bilkul patla dubla, you can't see the flesh in him, only bones. That fellow sitting on a bullet 350. A weak person, very weak person, is having very strong body and very strong mind or capability in terms of power of that vehicle. Will he be able to survive the power of that vehicle? No. Don't you think so? He will not be able to kick that bullet only, leave aside riding it. But this is happening everywhere. I have observed over the years that when sitting with some people, it has been my own experience that suppose their mind has come to a stop or there has been an interval where the flow of thoughts is not there. immediately what they do is either they will move and make noise, or they will just make noise, or certain more refined ones would simply disconnect from inside, which is perceptible, which can be seen. So, this is what I have observed. And this is just because the people are afraid of that state which they reach as a result of whatever, which they reach, and what they had is no more there in their hands, and they do not know what is on other side of this interval of thoughtlessness, or thoughtlessness, right? They do not know what is on the other side, what thoughts they were accompanying them. They have left them. Now they do not know what to do. This is the case of a person who has always been concentrating on outside, on quantity of friends. I should have so many friends today in social media, so many likes, so many dislikes, so many shares, forwards. Eh? So these things are introducing us to an idea of gaining strength on the basis of outside actions and reactions. From the beginning, say when we were as humans, we were very vulnerable, so we used to stay in communities, groups. Why? Because the individual was weak, so for physical security, he needed a group. As the civilization improved, we started staying in cities, but our habit of living in groups did not stop. Earlier, we never stayed. We were all scattered. Then we realized, so we started staying in groups. And till today, we are doing that. As a result, the attributes like seeking support from outside, seeking opinion from outside, seeking a confirmation of what we are doing from outside. These things are there. And secondly, when these things happen, the group dynamics are each day getting a stronger grip on us. We need people to tell us what we are doing is right. We need people to make us feel safe. We need people for everything. I'm not saying one should be not be with people, that we can talk later on. But what I'm trying to focus on is that the idea of solitude is seen as something very very bad or very unsafe.
Scary.
Huh?
Scary.
Scary, yes. Scary. Well, 2 3 days back she'd come here, the auntie from there. She was saying, I feel that I feel there is a lot of loneliness in today. So I had said that you can either say solitude or you can say loneliness. It is the effect that state is having on you. If that state is unsettling you or creating difficulties for you, you will say it is loneliness. Otherwise, you will say it is solitude. Huh? This is the difference, that in the city life and after all the social media and all, we have got used to artificiality. Even in the organizations when I was working, everybody was so cordial, having parties, social interactions and all. But at the end of the day, no one was with you. Right? Do you realize that? Everything was artificial. Artificial relationships are there, and that is what is weakening us at every step. And that person who was not comfortable in parties would not neither go or nor give any parties. That person was a social outcast. Why? Group dynamics. If the person wants to be in a state where he is internally strong, the person is internally strong, he has to develop an internal strength. Just the way we want to stand, so we develop our muscles. We want to be intelligent, so we strengthen our mind. Similarly, when we want to be strong, we have to strengthen the person. The person sitting on that bullet 350, he has to be fed and strengthened. Right? Instead, we feed and strengthen the person who is saying that this fellow is weak and he should seek my support. Why not strengthen him? So the solitude works here. When solitude works here, how it works is that you will not have people to validate. You will not have people to support. And with each passing decision and each passing day, in absence of support from outside, the internal mechanism would start strengthening on its own. Like immunity system. It is an internal system, internal mechanism. It will keep becoming strong. So whatever viruses are there outside, they will not affect us. So this is how, when the internal person, the person inside, the private person and not the social person, when this private person is strengthened in solitude, he would neither mind space nor mind silence and nor the interval, because he will be strong. And when he is strong, that is the time he becomes more creative. No scientist can ever invent anything without going into solitude. If Newton was all the time partying, he wouldn't have given us three laws of Newton's motion. If Archimedes was not resting under the tree, he wouldn't have given us floating. Huh? If the other person was somebody who invented that gravity falling of apple, I think it was Newton. Yeah. If that fellow was not resting under the tree, how could he invent that? So, for being creative, you have such beautiful compositions, such beautiful songs, poetries, uh, uh, music. How do they do that? It is that faculty in them which is strong, and the person is in solitude. Crowd will never ever strengthen you. Crowd weakens, solitude strengthens. Crowd kills creativity, solitude improves creativity. Crowd takes you away from yourself. Solitude gets you one with your own self. Crowd creates a boundary, a fence, a strong wall between you and the being that you are. Whereas solitude just demolishes that wall. And it is because of that demolition of that wall that oneness is experienced. I hope this would be a clarification enough. Thank you.